Now, if you ever face that problem, there's another free model that you can use, which is OwlAlpha. So if you haven't come across this before, this is OwlAlpha, and this is a free model that you can use with OpenRouter. Right? So you can see here, again, it's a million token context window. It's actually ranked number 17th in the world, so it's a pretty powerful API. If we look at the most commonly used apps with it, Hermes is right up there. Literally, it's the number 1 app being used with OwlAlpha. And then you can set it up with OpenRouter. Now, to do that, here's how you do it. Right, so you go to Hermes, setup, you select OpenRouter, you select the model that you want to use, and then you can see OpenRouter OwlAlpha is right there. It's going to switch to that, and then we restart the gateway with Hermes, and we go from there. Now, one thing I would just be careful of if you're using like free models is like sometimes you can see, for example, with OwlAlpha, it says prompts and completions may be locked by the provider, right, to improve the model. So anything that you're not comfortable with sharing, don't use on these models, right? Because they're being locked, if that makes sense. But if you're just using it for like day-to-day stuff, could be like content creation, something interesting like that, then it's pretty good for using. And so again, OwlAlpha is set up. That's a free model. Let's just test it works. And you can see that's working nicely here, which is perfect, right? So we've now set up Hermes Agent for free with OwlAlpha. You can do it with Qwen 3.6 Plus. You've got 2 different models you can use, and they're both easy to set up, as you've seen today, right? They're both a million token context window, which is bigger than a lot of paid models right now. So it's really easy to set up and use. So far, I've not had any issues with rate limits inside OpenRouter, but I have directly with News Portal, right? So News Portal, that seems to be limited a lot more than using OpenRouter. So that's just something to be aware of. How often do you find yourself switching models and why? Yeah, so it's usually limits, right? So for example, if I connect it to GPT 5.5, but then I use it for computer use, like Hermes is going to run out of limits and pretty quickly. It's going to run out of tokens pretty quickly. So then you might switch to News Portal, but then News Portal runs out. So then you switch to OwlAlpha. I've not had any problems with OwlAlpha so far. I've not tested out PokeClaw, but yeah, as I've shown before, like you can use it on Android. I think, let me have a look here. Yeah, you can also, the other thing that you can do, see, you can use Hermes directly with Android, which you can see right here, right? You can also connect it to Telegram or WhatsApp on Android. And then the other option that you have is that you can use Hermes Workspace, and that works on iPhone and Android, right? Hermes Workspace is a free extension as well. So you got multiple options there in terms of what you can do and how you can do it and that sort of thing. So thanks so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it as always. Enjoyed that one. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.